It's day 11. So I had to say good morning. On mornings like these. It was cold and windy last night. I couldn't get warm. I mean, I've got, my bag should be good. I don't know if I just was compressed or wet, or I just didn't eat enough last night. I thought I had a good dinner. I had 2 things of ramen, but you probably can see my eyes. I'm all swollen up again. Like, my eyes are all swollen. My throat's pretty swollen. I'm just having an allergic reaction to something. Woke up this way. Yay. Went through my first aid kit. Found I did have 1 old packet of Benadryl. And I've got, so I took that. And probably shouldn't have put the hydrocortisone cream around my eyes, but I did. Try to get maybe they'll swell a little less. You can see my chin is falling too. I think that's San Jacinto up there. That's what I climbed yesterday. Oh, it's hard to get ready this morning. It's so cold. But I know it's gonna get hot later today, so I'm going way down the mountain. Yesterday I was like 10,000 some feet. I'm at like 6,500 feet, and I gotta go down to like 1,500 feet. So later today I'm maybe really hot and pushing for the cool again. But right now I just want to see properly and breathe properly, so I'm just gonna get down this mountain and hopefully the Benadryl will kick in. Daddy was nice enough to give me some extra Benadryl, so hopefully that will get me to town so I can stock up on more allergy medicines. I thought I brought my nasal spray, but I guess I didn't. I don't really have a runny nose or anything. But man, this trail is kicking my butt. And just a few hours later, I'm hiking along the floor of the desert. I'm feeling a lot better though. My allergic reaction has gone down. I can breathe pretty much normally now. Okay, so I just got my food a couple days ago in Wild, and thought I got a bunch of food, tried to make sure I had enough calories, and although I packed enough calories, my hunger has finally returned, and I'm like going through my snacks. Like yesterday I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough snacks, and today I was like trying to make it last. I'm just so hungry all day long. But I had heard of people like Trail Angels meeting under the interstate and doing trail magic and like having food and stuff. So it's like fingers crossed that there's maybe at least something left there to supplement my diet. And I got there and there were a couple of hikers like, sorry, you just missed it, they just left. And there's no food left. nothing, and so I was really disappointed. And I guess there was, it's like 4.5 miles from the nearest like gas station, Dollar General stuff, which is still quite a bit of a walk. I thought about maybe going into town, like, should I just keep going? So I was like, no, I'm hungry. I only have a tiny bit of snacks for like the next 3 hours. I should go into town and get something. But when I went to the road, just didn't feel, I don't know, I don't know. I tried calling a shuttle person. They didn't answer and said to text them. I texted them and they didn't respond for a while. And finally, they responded. It was like, I live an hour out of town, get an Uber, sort of thing. Well, then why did you leave your information here for the hikers? Whatever. So sitting next to the road trying to figure out how to order like takeout like or delivery to the side of the road, and then this hiker drives up in his car to do trail magic, and he tossed me an orange, so I went back onto the interstate and we made cheesy pasta, and he also made hot dogs and set up like a little inflatable couch and these stools, and you could charge your stuff. So I stuck around probably a couple of hours or more, much longer than I should have been, but got a full belly and I grabbed a little bit of extra pasta to hike out with me, so I won't have to cook dinner tonight. I'll just have the leftovers. Got a little bit of the extra snacks. That should supplement me till I get to Big Bear. Now I'm just trying to outrun the storm. Wasn't sure if I should just stay under the bridge. I know a lot of the other hikers were like, oh, I don't want to get caught in that, I'm gonna stay under the bridge, but I haven't done enough miles yet today. Only done like 15. And I mean, I was doing good. I took all those hours off. So I'll probably be night hiking again today. So I'm blocking the camera. Well, unless it rains. But I think some of the others I was hiking with are only at the wind farm, like 3-something miles away. So I'm trying to at least get to there. Okay. Behind me is San Jacinto that I climbed yesterday. Checking out. Okay, it's been a couple of days since I've updated. Oh, my face still looks swollen. It's kind of a daily morning occurrence. Every morning I wake up with a swollen face. At least my eyes are looking a little better. But so let's see. I was trying to get to Big Bear, but I knew that I'd have to do like a couple of days of big pushes. Like, I didn't get very far the night that I stayed under the bridge to eat. But I figured if I could do like back-to-back 25 milers, actually I think it was close to like back-to-back 26 milers, and I only made it 24 miles the next day because it was so hard. So like going uphill through this like canyon most of the day, the trail kept crossing back and forth over this creek. Like, I would cross over the creek, and 10 feet later, I have to cross back over the creek again. And there were blazes everywhere, and cairns. And the cairns usually mark the path. But when there's cairns everywhere, people just making cairns, then you can't see where the trail is, so I mean, it's not like I could really get lost because I knew how to just follow the canyon up. But I kept losing the trail. I know I wasn't the only one. I kept passing by Eris, and both of us were just like, where did the trail go this time? But I pushed as hard as I could and ended up staying the night in this burned zone. All these nice burnt trees. Didn't feel the safest, but looked like it had happened a decent amount ago, so I stayed there. And then yesterday, it's a little bit easier. It was a little bit flatter, good amount of easy downhill. I still didn't make the Big Bear. I mean, I almost could have, but I would have gotten to the highway at like 9 at night, which is a little late to be asking shuttles. But I met a day hiker yesterday who hiked the trail 2 years ago, and I guess there was another turn off. He's like, do you want to turn off now? I can give you a ride into town. I was like, oh man, I so want to, but it would have ruined my miles for the day. I was already planning to come in today, so I said, no, I'll just go ahead and keep moving on. But he said he will pick me up this morning, so I already messaged him, and he's gonna come pick me up and bring me into Big Bear. Not sure if it's gonna be Big Bear City or Big Bear Lake. Looks like Big Bear Lake has more options, so that's what I'm hoping for. Some better options. Oh, I see the highway. Yesterday I had the realization of just how long this trip is gonna take. Just, it finally hits you. This is a long walk. This is a long trip. But I crossed the 265 mile mark yesterday, which means I am 10% done with the trail. We're definitely behind on time, but if there's no snow in the Sierras, then maybe I'll go faster then. I know it usually takes me a good month to get used to hiking. Or get my trail legs. Hiking day after day, I mean. Okay. So with water cache, and looks like there's a sign thing. I'm going to go ahead and sign it and then walk down to the road and wait for my ride.